And before we get out of here tonight, I want to talk about the conspiracy concerning the unaliving of Charlie Kirk, man. You understand? Charlie Kirk unceremoniously lost his life a couple weeks ago on the campus of Utah State University. Well, somebody in the crowd chose that day and that moment to unalive Charlie Kirk. And the beginning of the reports that came out of that event, the FBI came out and said initially that Charlie Kirk was unalived with a 30-06 rifle. And they said that they found a gunman, and it was a young boy by the name of Tyler Robinson. They looked into Tyler Robinson's background and found out that Tyler Robinson wasn't a Democrat. They found out that Tyler Robinson wasn't a liberal. Tyler Robinson wasn't somebody that typically would be against Donald Trump and his administration. They looked into the background of Tyler Robinson and found out that he came from a good conservative family. They found out that Tyler Robinson was raised to be a good patriotic American, to love his country. You understand? And to love Jesus and to love God. They started looking at the time. Then a part of the story that came out was that Tyler Robinson had a transgender boyfriend. They called him a furry friend. And that Tyler Robinson unalived Charlie Kirk because he hated that Charlie Kirk was spewing hatred and vitriol against the LGBTQ community. But then all of the patriots out here in America started to look at the story, and they said that the details the FBI was giving concerning the unaliving of Charlie Kirk didn't make sense. All of the gun specialists started to say if Charlie Kirk was shot with a 30-06 rifle, there's no way it would have left a little small entry wound on his neck without blowing out the back of his brain. All the conspiracy theorists started coming out and saying, how did Tyler Robinson shoot Charlie Kirk if he was on the roof, then ran across the roof and jumped down with a 30-06 rifle and you didn't see the rifle on him? Then the story was he shot Charlie Kirk, took the rifle apart, ran and jumped off the roof, went and hid in the woods, and then put the rifle back together, but he left the screwdriver on the roof. So they started to say that the story concerning what really happened with Charlie Kirk wasn't making no sense and that the government was lying. Well, if the government was lying and Charlie Kirk wasn't shot with a 30-06, then what unalived Charlie Kirk? Then they started going to the tape and looking at different camera angles. There was a gunman on the roof of a building that was adjacent to Charlie Kirk. There was a cat standing in the window in the top right corner that shot down with a silencer on the rifle that unalived Charlie Kirk. Then they started coming out with different angles of cats that was on the secretary team, giving signals and doing baseball signs, tugging at their ears, winking their nose. Said one cat put his hand on his arm like this, did the pew pew. That's what took Charlie Kirk out. You understand? Then they came with the secondary angles where you see Charlie Kirk getting hit from the back. The thing that they said was blood squirting out was actually his earpiece flying up. And in the midst of all of this, the bottom line is they don't know who unalived Charlie Kirk. They don't know why Charlie Kirk was unalived. Then the conspiracy started to come about that maybe Benjamin Netanyahu, you understand, and the Zionist regime over there in Israel were the true culprits of the unaliving of Charlie Kirk. Why? Because Charlie Kirk did not want to go along with the Zionists and support the genocide that Israel is committing over there in Gaza right now. They say that they were afraid that if they allowed Charlie Kirk to start his college tour, that he was going to turn conservative Christian Americans against the Zionists. Out of nowhere, Benjamin Netanyahu came out and did a video saying, we didn't unalive Charlie Kirk. We love Charlie Kirk. Right. And it didn't make any sense because Benjamin Netanyahu, who the hell said that you had anything to do with it? So all of this controversy is swirling the unaliving of Charlie Kirk. And it is fulfillment of biblical prophecy that as violence begins to ramp up in America, you are not going to know where the hell it's coming from. Give me Jeremiah, chapter 41. We're going to go to verse 11. We're going to show you what the Bible says concerning the unaliving of Charlie Kirk, and the proliferation of violence that is going to plague America, and how you're not going to know where it's coming from. Like the brother was saying earlier, you cannot profile the violence in America, because the people that make up America are violent by nature. You understand? Caucasians are violent by nature. YT people are violent by nature. Unaliving people is in their nature. So the unaliver is not going to be liberal, not going to be conservative, not going to be LGBTQ, not going to be ex-military. They're not going to be somebody with a clear mental disorder. But they will be Caucasian. Let's read Isaiah 47:11 and see what the Bible says concerning the confusion surrounding the unaliving of Charlie Kirk.
This is Jeremiah.
Isaiah 47:11. You got it? Get Isaiah 47:11.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 11, and it reads, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee."
The Bible said, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee." Read.
"Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth."
And you will not know from where it comes. Right now, evil is rising in America, and they don't know where it's coming from. They don't know if the evil is coming from the conservatives, coming from the liberals, coming from the Zionists, coming from the Arabs. America has so many enemies, they don't know who unalived Charlie Kirk.